Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning from Pixie. Good morning from Lily. Good morning from me, Lori. Good morning. Yes, this is my girl. Boy, how I love my dogs now that they're all bathed and clean. They smell so good and feel so good. So anyway, guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I just wanted to wish you a happy Saturday and a weekend. I hope all is going well for you. What was I going to say? Braveheart. Yeah, welcome, welcome, and please like and subscribe and comment. It really helps me. And by the way, I am a single mom. That's why it helps me a lot. Hold on a second. I got to do this thing real quick here so I can see the clock. Yeah, I had some guy tell me that I shouldn't call myself a single mom because a single mom is reference to a woman who's single and raising children. I was like, get out of here. I'm single. I'm a mother. I'm a single mom. So get out of here with that one. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you today to wish you a good weekend. And guys, it was one of those days. I woke up with that lonely feeling, you know, and I thought, no, I got to be happy. Today, my son Elliot and his girlfriend Becca and their little daughter, my granddaughter Elliot is coming over. They're coming over. So that makes me very happy. I had to get myself out of that funk. Those of you that live alone know what I'm talking about. You can wake up feeling like, oh my God, another day alone. Yeah, it hits those that live alone. For those of us that don't like living alone. I don't like it, but I don't have a choice right now. I will not have a roommate because that can turn into a nightmare, and then you can't get rid of them, and no thanks. The only roommate I would want is somebody I'm in love with and we're going to live together for the rest of my life. The greatest man on earth. Huh. Anyway, do they exist? But yeah, so I got myself out of that funk, and she wants out. I can tell by the way she's pushing on me. Oh, there we go. Come on, join the crowd, Pixie. Join the crowd. So yeah, so they're coming over, and I love it. My little granddaughter, her name is Elliot, and my son's name is Elliot. And I first thought that they were just making another version of his name, because I spell his name E-L-L-I-O-T. Hers, his little daughter's, E-L-L-I-E-T-T-E. Elliot. Well, then I looked up that name, and yeah, it is the little girl's name. It's not just a version they made from his name. So I was surprised. I remember when I found that out. But yeah, guys, I started my morning with some watermelon juice that I made. Oh my God. That is so delicious, guys. Get yourself a watermelon, put it in a blender and blend it up. And don't forget, get yourself a watermelon that has seeds in it, the black seeds. The reason for that is there's two reasons. One is what they do to make them seedless is not natural. It's not natural. I looked it up and I thought, I want a watermelon in its natural state. So I always look for seeded watermelons because after reading that I thought, no, they do so much to our food as it is to alter it. I want a watermelon that's in its natural state. So when you put that watermelon flesh into your blender, get yourself a good blender if you can, or use what you've got. Don't forget to throw in the watermelon seeds. They are full of nutrients, guys. Watermelon seeds are full of nutrients. And if you blend them up with the watermelon flesh in your blender, like I have a Vitamix. My son Nathan, we were at Costco one time and I needed a blender because mine broke. Well, he decides to buy me a Vitamix. I was like, no, that's $400. And he's like, you know, to me that's like out there. And he's like, no, Mom, this will last you the rest of your life probably. And he goes, you don't need, because I was looking at the $30 ones, you know, and he's like, no. And I said, I can't afford a $400. He goes, I'm buying it for you. Don't worry about it. So he bought me a $400 Vitamix. And let me tell you, those things are the greatest things ever. They grind up everything, the way you can adjust the speed, what have you. It can turn vegetables into a hot soup right in the blender. I mean, literally into a hot soup. It's amazing. I threw in a bag of frozen mixed vegetables with some bone broth, some salt and pepper and garlic, and let it blend it. You have to let it blend a certain amount of time to get it to turn to a hot soup. It was a nice, delicious, creamy soup without adding anything. No milks or anything, just the veggies and the broth. It was delicious, which was a huge benefit when I didn't have my dentures. I couldn't eat meat. I couldn't eat anything. Even vegetables, I couldn't chew them. I had no teeth. So I also have blended up my meat in there like baby food until now that I have dentures. So since May, I have blended up my meat in that Vitamix to turn it into baby food so I could eat meat. I gotta have meat. I love meat. So yeah. So anyway, they're coming over. They're going to be bringing me a fish that he caught for me, a trout. I love trout. And they went to a cabin that they love to go to. They were there for a few days, and he caught me a fish. So I'm really excited about that. And oh guys, let me tell you, he had an experience that somebody, I think it was my mom and dad watching over my son Elliot. I really do. Oh my gosh. He wades out into the middle of the river. You know, he wears those things that come all the way up to protect you. He wades out into the middle of the river to fish. Well, little did he know that a bear came up upon him. Yes, a bear came up upon him and jumped into the water. And his girlfriend said if that bear had jumped just 10 feet over, it would have landed right where my son was. By some miracle, that bear did not disturb him, didn't bother him, was just kind of in the water, you know. And I thought, oh my God. I'm telling you, I believe it was my mom and dad. My dad was a hunter and a fisher. I believe they were protecting him. I really do. Bears are not to be messed with. And it was that close to him, and he was lucky enough to get out of the water, make it back to their vehicle while the bear wasn't paying any attention to him. None. He just paid no attention to my son. So he wasn't hungry. Or she wasn't hungry, and that's what makes it worse. It was a mama bear with her cubs. You know all about that, how vicious they become with their cubs. She didn't care. She just didn't bother with my son. They were right there in the water next to each other. So I believe it was my mom and dad. So there, and then my son's girlfriend, she got scared and she was walking. They were separated. I think she was at the car, or they were far away. He had walked down the river to go fish, but then she heard him scream, "Bear, bear, bear!" So she ran. She got her, you know, my little granddaughter, and jumped into the car because he was screaming, "Get in the car, get in the car." Well, after a little while, she didn't hear anything, so she got scared, so she decided to walk towards where he went. And then she sees two sheriffs coming in the same direction. She said, my mind went bonkers. I thought they were going to tell me, you know what had happened to Elliot. Luckily, no, that wasn't the case. And then they sent me a video of the bears circling their cabin at night out the window. Big old bear, just circling around. I was like, oh my God, thank God I didn't go. But yeah, so they're bringing me my fish, and that will be delicious. Oh, I just love it made simply like my dad made it. All he did was put butter in the pan, and then he seasoned the fish with nothing but salt, pepper, and garlic. Amazing, delicious. And I always brown my butter before I use it for frying. It gives it an amazing flavor. I lightly brown it. Makes anything taste much better. Do it with your veggies, whatever you're going to use butter for in terms of, you know, your savory meals. And you can even do it for cookies and muffins and things too. It still gives a richer flavor. But brown it a little bit, guys, before you fry your steak or whatever. Gives it a good flavor. So yeah, they'll be coming over, and I'm going to make these. They're salted caramel banana bread mix, which my son, I was at their apartment, Elliot and Becca's apartment, one time for dinner. And she had made these muffins, these type of muffins are gluten-free. She has to eat gluten-free, and so do I. So they always have gluten-free stuff, which is wonderful when I go over there to eat. And she made these muffins. I can't remember if they were the same. I don't think they were the same flavor, but they were delicious, moist, and wonderful. So she says, "Oh, you like them?" I was like, "Yeah." So she goes to their pantry and she gives me a bag to make of my own. She says, "Take these home." So that's what they are: salted caramel banana. And I'm telling you guys, those were so good. I mean, they were delicious. Moist as could be. And a little tip to you, if you like to have, you know, your pastries, maybe you bought too many or whatever, or you don't want to eat them all and you don't want them to go bad, like donuts and pastries and muffins and things, freeze them. And the way you freeze them so that they feel like they're eating something, you feel like you're eating something fresh, wrap each one, your donut, your pastry, your muffin, whatever, wrap it tightly. I don't mean squish it, but wrap foil around it real tightly to where it's totally sealed, and then put it in a freezer baggie and then throw it in the freezer. Then when you want one, you take it out the night before, let it thaw through the night, and I'm telling you what, it tastes like it was freshly made. The foil protects the food from any freezer stuff, smells or whatever. You know how it is, how it can get in a freezer. It seals them, and then you freeze it in the baggie, which seals it more. And I'm telling you what, a nice fresh pastry in the morning with your coffee or tea. Delicious. Just a little tip. That's what I do. Sometimes I'll buy some pastries because I have to watch how much sweets I eat, because diabetes runs very strong in my family and I don't want that. So I limit my sugar intake, and I will always treat myself. I will never go without sugar. I will never go without goodies. Life is too short. I'm already 70. I'm not going to let go of everything. No way, life's too short. So you do that, and then you wake up to a nice, seemingly made, freshly made muffin or pastry, whatever. Delicious. So yeah, guys, I'm just in a good mood today, knowing they're coming over. They always, you know, we FaceTime. They FaceTime me. His girlfriend always calls me to see how I'm doing. Like yesterday, we just had a nice little chat. She called and we just talked. And it's so nice to have them living so close too. It really is. And I just enjoy my little granddaughter. It's so funny. As soon as she comes in, she gives me a hug, right? Real tight, quick hug, like, "Okay, Grandma, I love you, gotta go." And she goes right to the room I have for the kids. And she goes right to the toys. It's just like, "I love you, but I gotta go." And, you know, she's so cute, and I just enjoy her. And send all your little prayers and well wishes and healing vibes and thoughts to my little granddaughter, Elliette. She's a Down syndrome child, and luckily she doesn't have it real, I hate to say real bad, but you know what I mean. She's on the lower end of how it can affect children. She's doing really well, actually. But she does have a few issues with sleep and swallowing, because they tend to have low muscle tone. And she's going in next week for an EEG to check her brain to see if she's having seizures while she sleeps, any kind of seizures, because she does have sleep apnea. So they're having to work on all this stuff to get her to be able to sleep well. But other than that, I mean, she really is doing well. They have to watch how much she eats, because she will take a big old bite, and because they have a swallowing issue sometimes, she can choke. So they have to be very careful that she eats small amounts of foods. But, you know, aside from those little medical things, she's doing really well. But I'd appreciate your little prayers and wishes and healing vibes, whatever you believe in, to my little granddaughter, Elliette. But she's a doll. Oh, she's so cute. My sister sent her some clothes and some sunglasses, and they sent me a little, my son sent me last night a little video of her wearing her sunglasses. They're real cute, big blue, and she thinks she's all that with her little sunglasses. She's 3, and it's adorable. She's just so cute. So anyway, guys, just wanted to say a happy Saturday, good morning. I'm going to go shower, and then I'm going to go make these delicious looking salted caramel banana bread mix. Muffins. I'm making him muffins. There's a muffin thing on here. How to do the muffins. Or time-wise, I should say. Of course I know how to make muffins, but you know what I mean. It's not just to make bread. But, yeah, so anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And it's kind of cloudy here right now, which I am loving. Next week, we're supposed to have a really good storm. 70% chance, so that's a good thing. So anyway, guys, doing well, enjoying my watermelon juice. Do it with lots of fruits. You can do it with any melon like honeydew or cantaloupe, or you can make juices of your own that are so much better than all the ones in the stores that have added sugars and fructose, high fructose, all that crap. But I buy organic juices when I do buy them because they're 100% juice. No junk added to them. I don't like it. The more you can eat natural food in its natural state, the better for you. So, man, if you knew how good that was. So sweet and so good. Anyway, gotta go, guys. Get ready for the day. My little lazy pixie. She's my quiet puppy. She's my quiet puppy. She says bye-bye, see you later. And of course, here's Lily. Can't stand her getting attention. Okay, down you go, sweetheart. Down you go. All right, come on. Come and say goodbye. You get your share. You get your time in front of the camera. You get your time. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you later. All right, now you got to get down. You're so crazy. You really are. Oh, it's 16 minutes. See, I had 2 more minutes to go. Well, what am I going to chat about in 2 minutes? Let me think, guys. There's nothing much else to chat about. Just make sure that you do what I say. Make your own juices if you can. Make your own. They are so good. I'm telling you, this is, you would think I sweetened it with sugar. That watermelon was so perfect. As I cut it up, because I also do half of the watermelon, I cut it up into small pieces. I put it in a glass baking dish and cover it with plastic. Not so that the plastic's on the fruit, no. But, you know, Glad wrap, whatever. I put it over it. And then I go in, just pick some out of the fridge and eat some nice fresh fruit. Yes. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to get to doing what I need to do. So, oh, God, Lily. You got to get down. All right, bye, guys. You are so hyper. You're such a hyper little maniac.